Hello, vinyl community, and everyone else that's not in the vinyl community that might have ran across this video. I'm here for a vinyl update, show some of my recent pickups that I have acquired from here and from there. Starting off here with some 45s, which I sort of have been doing a lot here lately, I've noticed. Ben Calder with Harper Valley PTA and Folsom Prison Blues number 1.5. But that was sort of you don't run across his records much. Season of the Witch, Part 1 and 2, Vanilla Fudge on Atco. And then The Ballad of John and Yoko by the Beatles and Old Brown Shoe on the other side. So that was you don't see Beatles anything hardly at all, especially in a thrift store. And then this one, I Can Read About Witches, Part 1 and Part 2, written by Robin Sopraner. And this is a 33 1/3 record, not a 45. And then I also picked this up, take it out of the plastic. It's The Worst of Erie Publications. It's a classic cover there. This is a hardback book. And it has pretty much everything. I don't know how many volumes there is of this, but I will say that, here's the inside. I will say that I picked this up. This was one of the last things that I picked up where we were at. This was from a flea market. And I thought, because I had found something the other day on a group on Facebook. It was a comic strip, and I thought, oh my God, that's the comic strip I used to have. I used to have that comic when I was younger, and I didn't really remember what it was. I didn't know if it was a creepy or an eerie or what. But so anyway, I bought this and was flipping through it, and sure enough, it's actually been reprinted and it's in here. I was going to say the name of it here in a minute if I can find it. It's what made me remember it was Bloodbath was part of the, here it is, was part of the title of the story, I guess. But this was the one I actually had. It's just called Weird. That was the cover of it. And then over here was the part that says Bloodbath. But yeah, I seen this, and it's like, oh my God, that's the same one. And it was just a coincidence that I had found the right one. And these pictures here, you see how his hand is chopped off right there in both of those pictures? I had this as a kid, like I said, and that's how I used to draw arms and hands or feet and hands cut off from that specific comic book. So I learned something. Onto the vinyl, onto the albums, I should say. A couple videos back, I showed the first family. And then I also showed the volume 2 that I ran across that I didn't know existed. And then not too long after that, I ran across this one. This is the First Family Rides Again. This one's with Rich Little. So this is, I guess, a takeoff on that album, more or less, by the cover. And it's on Boardwalk Records. And what's extremely cool about it is it has Zachary right there. If you don't know Zachary, he was a horror host back in the, I want to say 50s or 60s. Boardwalk Records. All the way up, really up until he passed away. I think he was in his 80s or 90s. So yeah, that was something that I wasn't aware of at all. Ran across, so that was cool. This one is Muhammad El Bakr and his Oriental Ensemble, Port Said, the music of the Middle East. And I guess that these records are not really Middle Eastern records. They're made to look and sound like that, but they're sort of fake. You get my drift? This was originally marked $7.99, and I paid $1 for it. So, but I love these records, you know, regardless if they're the real thing or not. So yeah, I have quite a few of those. And then this is the Ray Charles Singer Songs for Latin Lovers. I think I got one recently of theirs that might have had the same title or a similar title. But there you have it. On command for $1. And then this one was really cool. I collect these too. I collect everything, do I not? Stereo Action Dynamic Dimensions, Henry Rene and his orchestra. That one's cool. And these records are not only space age bachelor pad music for the most part, but you know, they're really cool how they I mean, they're made out of really heavy cardboard, the outer sleeve. I want to see Victor. This one's in really good shape compared to some that I've ran across. And I was surprised a while back to find the Esquivel one, the Latinesque, I think it is. Ray Conniff and the Singers, Alone Again, Naturally. I didn't know for sure if I had this one, so, you know, went ahead and picked it up. There's a sketch of Ray Conniff there on the back. See, this has The Happiest Girl in the Whole USA on it. The Candyman, Daddy Don't You Walk So Fast, Brandy, Alone Again, Song Sung Blue, Because. It has some really good stuff on it. 1972. Might have to listen to this one when I get done with this video. It's on Columbia. And this one was really cool because I didn't know the artist and I thought the cover was really awesome. And this was at half price, books in the dollar bin. Inside Salter Finnegan Revisited, I guess is how you say it. Sort of interesting. And there's like a little post-it note here on the back. I didn't notice that. When Hearts Are Young is what that says. I don't even think that's... Oh yeah, that's from this. It says number 1, When Hearts Are Young, so I'll stick that back on there. That actually is. And it says here on the back, right down through here, discontinued. So I don't know what that means exactly. I mean, I know what the word means, but... RC Victor. This one's sort of scuffed up, but should play fairly decent. So, I mean, I don't really know what it is. Eddie and the Witch Doctor is a song on here. Doodletown Fifers. Moonlight on the Ganges. Stop, sit down, relax, think. You know, it looks pretty interesting, so. Something different. And then this record, I'm pretty sure I don't have that. Sammy Davis Jr. Now. And this has the Candyman on it. Of course, that's probably one of his biggest hits. At least one that I would consider one of his biggest hits. MacArthur Park is on here. I don't recognize the other songs. But this record is, I think it's this one. Yeah, this one folds out. This is the record. It's on MGM. Set that aside. It folds out like this. You can see that. And then here's the other side. Like this. Get the layer off of it there. So that's pretty cool. You ain't going to get that with a CD. So yeah, I've seen that. It's like, wow. That's what I said. I said, wow. Just like that. That's how I say wow. Probably the way everybody else says it. So Sammy Davis Jr. This one's really awesome. Percy Faith and his orchestra, A Summer Place. I love that song so much, but I don't believe I've ever seen the actual album, the original album that it was on. I mean, it's on like a greatest hits and stuff a lot. There's Percy Faith on the back. And this one has that song on it, of course. Elvira's theme, which I'm not sure what that's from. I'm sure it's not the Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, although that'd be awesome. Camelot, sort of unusual. Look at her clogs that she's wearing. Is that what they call them? Clogs? And then this one was really cool. It's Enocolite, Big Hits of the 20s. Thought it was really, really awesome. It's coming loose here on the back. It's really cool. See, he's holding a, what's that say there on it? Bathtub gin. That's what it says. And the plastic here on the back is coming loose. It's not the shrink wrap, it's the actual glossy part. I have to attach that. I don't want to peel it any more than it already is. But I'll show the inside. This one's a gatefold, of course. Actually has a few illustrations there on the inside. This one has Happy Days Are Here Again. If you knew Susie like I knew Susie. T for Two. Yes, sir, that's my baby. The Charleston is on here. Toot Toot Tootsie, Ain't She Sweet. I'm looking over a four-leaf clover. It's 1971. And I think this one is still the Command. No, it's Project 3. But yeah, it says that in the corner. So yeah, that was really cool to find that. You know, I get really excited when I find a Enocolite record that I don't have. The last one I got here is Don Cherry, Swingin' for Two. This is also with the Ray Conniff and his orchestra, which I thought was a very unusual combination there. I'm sure it's going to be great. And I don't know if I have another Don Cherry record. This might be my first one in Columbia. So, yeah, this one has When the Sun Comes Out, I'd String Along With You, Sleepy Time Girl. A lot of those songs, a lot of these songs I'm not real familiar with. Maybe if I heard them, I'd know them, but... So, that's all I have in this video for my vinyl update this time around. Thanks for watching, and please subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. I have a contest. It's almost the date for the contest. I'll be making a video in a day or so to draw for the winner and announce the prizes. This is a Tuesday, so it'll probably be a Thursday, because I said I was going to run it to the 23rd, and tomorrow is the 23rd, so I'll let it go until Thursday. So if you haven't entered my contest yet, and you want to know more about it, go back about 3 or 4 videos to my subs contest, 400 plus subs contest video, and go ahead and participate if you would, if you haven't already, if you'd like to do that. Time's running out, but you might get some cool stuff if you win, so you never know. Thanks for watching once again, vinyl community people out there and other people that's not in the vinyl community. Does that make any sense? Maybe you're into, I don't know, collecting swordfish or something. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next vinyl update.